everyone, welcome to Discover English Academy video. My name is Yelda and today I want to teach you some interview skills. In the last video, if you watched it, I was talking about what are the things that you can do before going to an interview, during and after an interview. But today I want to teach you some possible questions and answers in the interview, okay? For example, the first question here, tell me about yourself. It's just like kind of a very general question that in most of the interviews, that's the first question they might ask you. So you have to be very prepared for this question because we don't know what they want from this question, what they want to get from this question. So you should be very prepared for that, okay? You don't need to talk about your personal things, okay? Don't talk about yourself that much, your personal life. Instead, you can just talk about something about your personality traits, which is positive and is related to the job. Okay, for example, I'm very friendly and I get along with people very well, right? These are the things you can say, for example. Or the other thing that you can add whenever you're answering this question, you have to highlight your skills. Talk about your skills and experience and education that is related actually to this job. How do you know about this job? So you have to just do your research before going to an interview, to a job interview, and you have to find out about the company, what they're doing, and so what are the qualifications you need, okay, to fit in the position. After doing your research, then you can go for an interview and just like be prepared for that. So you have to highlight your skills. Talk about your education and experience, and just keep it in your mind. The thing that you're talking about must be related to the job that you're applying for. So you have to convince the employer that you're a right fit for the position, okay? For example, if you're just like going in a company and you're supposed to be a teacher, if you were a waiter or waitress before, okay, so if you're just talking about your experience in a restaurant, so it's not really related to what you're going to do in future as a teacher, okay? So just like keep that in your mind. So you must just talk about the qualification and experience and education that is related to the job that you're applying for and not the other things. The other question which is really common to ask is, tell me about your weaknesses and strengths. It seems a little bit odd that you talk about your weaknesses, right? Just say bad thing about yourself. So just I want to tell you, you must just focus on the positive things about yourself. Okay, don't say anything negative about yourself. So first let's talk about the strength. For example, you can say, I'm a team player, I'm a hard worker, I'm a dedicated worker, I enjoy working around other people, right? And so you can say, I can work both individually and in a team, which is really positive, okay? But whenever you want to just talk about your weaknesses, so I really recommend that don't talk about anything negative about yourself. So you have to just like talk about something that is not really negative, okay? But you think probably is just like kind of negative about your personality or about you. But don't say something like, for example, if you just like go over some questions and answers that you might find online about, for example, interview and interview questions and answers, they say, okay, you can say I'm a perfectionist, and because I'm a perfectionist, so I don't have enough time to finish the job because I'm very detail oriented. So this is very cliche, okay? So instead, so you can just like talk about something that you were developing over the year, okay? So for example, you were just like kind of a person that you were so bad in confronting the failure, but right now, because you really worked on it right now, so you're ready to confront a failure, and you actually you're ready to reconstruct things from the scratch. So it shows that you can identify your weaknesses and just like work on it, okay? But it is not really negative, right? So just like be careful, don't say anything negative about yourself whenever you're going on, for example, a job interview. The next question is, why should we hire you? That's a tricky one, okay? So the answer, so you think probably because I'm looking for a job and I really need the job, I need the money, but no, so this is what you think, okay? But you have to just convince them that you're the best fit for the position. So how? You have to talk about your work history. It means what you were doing in your previous job, okay? So you have to just like tell them everything that you were doing, which is related to the job that you're applying for, and how good you are in just like doing these things. Talk about your actual qualifications, your education, your experience, everything, okay, the certificates and your award, everything that you own, okay, so that you have. And show them that you're really assertive. It means you get, for example, you do the job perfectly, okay, you get the job done well. So it shows that you're a best fit for this position. The other question they might ask you is, why are you leaving your current job? Be careful, don't say anything negative about your previous job, anything, okay? For example, don't say, I couldn't just get along with my colleagues, or I had some problem with my boss. You never say that, okay? Because they might think just that person might have some problem with me, or just like the other colleagues or the other employers. So be very careful. Just say positive things. Never say bad thing and negative about your previous job and about your previous employer. And never say that because the salary was so low, because they might think, so you might leave them for money. Okay? So you can just say something, for example, it was just like kind of far from my home and it was just, I had some problem commuting, or things like this. Okay, so, or for example, I prefer to work with just a bigger company, or just like change the environment and things like this. Don't say anything negative about your previous job. And thank you for watching our video. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and you can watch the other videos that we uploaded there. And so I hope you enjoyed, and just like this video is very useful for you. See you next time.